Got from Wessex Blades. Now, part of my channel, I also do reviews. If anybody's got the gumption to contact me, send me the product, and I'll spend some time and give it a fair go. Most of the time, I'm pretty enthusiastic about the product that it is. Most of the time, I'll try and give it a fair appraisal and ultimately verdict on it at the end of it. So I was approached by a company for flashlights, and quite often I suppose they see flashlight reviews that I've done, and so yeah, it's fine, I'll be interested, but obviously be aware of the way that I throw them up in the air and test them and whatever. There were 3 that were on offer in their range. They've just started out, and I went for the diver's torch because I'd have thought, being outdoors, we want something that, and it looked the plainest, simplest one that it was. So inside here is one of those 18650 lithium-ion batteries. But it's the same sort of theory as the iPhone batteries. It's actually in there. You can't get the thing out. Okay, so maybe it's a bit narrower or whatever because you've got the shell of the battery. So anyway, the torch arrived and I turned it on and whatever, and immediately I come across this functionality cycle that this torch has. Now, if you don't like strobes, there's a strobe about to happen. So you have one power, the strobe, the next power, then the low, and strobe. There's no memory function of the last time that you turned it off. It means the next time you turn it on again, you have that power setting. So if you're out walking your dog every night and you want the low setting, you turn it on, it's low, you turn it off, you turn it on again, it's on low the next time. There's no moonlight setting. I'm a real big advocate of having a candle power, 2 candle power setting. So you imagine you're out walking a dog and all of a sudden you've gone past the limits of low, but you still got that little glowworm that you can just find your way out along the footpath. It's just that lower setting, just to give it a little extra battery life. So there's no moonlight setting, starlight setting, and you've got this constant cycle. You can't, whatever you do, here it comes. I don't want that. I don't want to ever be in a dark area and what I've got is strobe. So it's no good tactically. You couldn't put it on your torch if you were doing airsoft. You have to literally go, right, that's strobe, I don't want strobe, I want low or high. Well, all you're hearing is that all the time. So I was using it. I went for a few bits and bobs outside and using it, and the actual power and the flood, it's a centre spot in a big flood. The beam is great, the power's fine, it gets quite hot, but in terms of investing my time to go and do all the hitting and bashing, and I just can't get past this. Here it comes. Fucking strobe. I let Mitch borrow it. He's working nights at the moment in a factory a couple of miles up the road. The last section of the trading estate is quite dark, so he used it. And he's like, "You're at night, and you hit the wrong setting." Okay, cars driving by, yourself, strobe thing going off. It's just, when it comes to design, these things are written down on paper first, and you don't want to have stuff that you're avoidable still getting through the product development and into prototype and into final product. Just very frustrating. Don't want to pick it up in case is it going to be strobe again? And then the other problem is to charge it up. You got to unscrew the end, because it's not like some through nights where you got a rubber ring and the USB's in a rubber plug. You just pull that out and put the lead in. This one you got to undo the butt here, and inside there was so sharp I actually took some skin off the end of my finger. So the machining on there is murder sharp. It's something that if you gave it to a 10-year-old for his birthday present, Christmas present, got like that, you'll end up skinning his fingers on that. That is, the machining is knife sharp on the edge of there, which for something that you're plugging your cables in. Yeah. I say normally I'm all up for trying to promote and pass on when I come up against something that's pretty good, but here it comes. So unfortunately, this is not a product that I would use. The company LE, I would encourage you to keep the chassis. It's fine. It needs a memory function, and it needs another lower setting. So at the moment it's high, it's low, so it's like 1000, it's like 500 lumen. It needs something like 20 lumen. It needs a micro setting, just so you can get back whenever hung up inside your tarp line for a little bit of camp, just to see in the middle of the night. Get up at night, find your torch, and double click is the moonlight setting, or double click is strobe, so you're not going to hit it by mistake. It's not user friendly. I don't like the lack of finishing on the inside of here. No micro setting, no low setting. Unfortunately, I really can't pass on my okayness to this thing. It's not even a near miss, I'm afraid. It needs a lot of thought put back into it and come up with a better outcome than what this is. Not even worth throwing around the garden, I'm afraid. It's got from Wessex Blades with this diver's torch from LE. I don't want using it.